Hi, I'm Cass, and Lee's not here, but I thought I'd just do a little story time, I guess, about how my spring break trip went. So I went to New Orleans for spring break. It was with my church group. We were going to just help put the finishing touches on a transitional house for men who were just getting out of prison. And so there were a few tasks that they wanted us to do, which was like putting lights like up in the ceiling, decorating the rooms, like putting like the necessities in the room, and then there was this big like room that had a bunch of closets that they want, or not closets, clothes that they wanted to make like a little boutique. Is that how you say that? Out of it. And so like we organized and hung up the clothes and all of that. And I don't think I have a picture of that, but it looked pretty good. But so we left 4 a.m. on, I believe it was Saturday, and we got there around 7 p.m. at night, and we just immediately went to sleep. We woke up the next day, we went to a coffee shop, had breakfast there, and we had church. Church was 4 hours long. It was a Bible study and church, and I got some like decent notes out of it, but I don't know. It was an okay sermon. It's not one of my favorites, and honestly, I don't really even remember what we talked about without looking at my notes. But after that, we started working on our projects. So I went to the clothing closet to like try and help organize, but it was just boxes and boxes of clothes, and they had like some racks, and like nothing was organized on the racks. So what we mostly did that day was take like the boxes out of the room of clothes so we had room to work with. We put some of the racks up, and then we started like going through the clothes and throwing out the clothes that was stained, dirty, or not like throw it out. I actually don't know what they did with it. And then after that we had dinner, and then I went to bed. Everyone else like messed around and like played games and stuff, but this whole trip I was so tired. I would go to bed immediately like when I could, because we often had like events at 9 or 10 at night, and I would just be falling asleep during them, and then I would just immediately go back to my room and go to sleep. Everyone noticed, and that kind of bothers me, but it's fine. So the next day would have been Monday. That day, I believe we went to a coffee shop. I don't think I went to the coffee shop that day. I think I slept in. But I think this day I got a really bad migraine. And so during the morning, I don't think I did anything. I think there was like some event that we did that day, but I don't remember what it was. And so I started, they were like, no, I think that was the other day. Okay, let me get my thoughts straight, because they're not straight. This day, I'm pretty sure I worked on lights, or I helped with the clothing closet, and then it was Tuesday that I helped with lights, because I was pretty good at like putting the tiles in. And there was one day where like they brought like a bunch of crayfish, whatever, and it smelled so bad, because I don't like seafood. Lee knows this, I'm pretty sure, but I can't stand seafood. And they, like with like lobster, crayfish, crabs, I'm pretty sure you boil them alive. A lot of people were helping with that. And like I was like waiting for them, like they were like bringing like the cooked crawfish in, and people were like cracking it, but I could not do that. Like it just grossed me out so much. And so I ended up going back to my room and taking a 3-hour nap because I was getting a migraine. And so after that, I woke up because my roommates, Hema and Amy, came and got me because Kelly was like, okay, well, it's time to wake Cassidy up, which he said that like after he knew I was okay. Like he was like, originally he had been like, where's Cassidy? I haven't seen her in 5 hours, kind of concerned. And then after he knew I was okay, he was like, okay, well, it's time to tease her. Dumb. Anyways, and so after that I helped with lights, and then I think that night we had a crawfish dinner, but I'm not sure. And then the last day, the best day, we went to the French Quarter, which is super awesome. And so we left around 9:30. We got there like 10ish. We stopped at some graveyards, which I'll put pictures in the video. And I made my friend take pictures of me on like the the graves. Like I was standing next to them, like doing cute poses or whatever. And one, I like sat on like stairs. Because they weren't like graves, they're like mausoleums above ground because New Orleans like floods so much. And then we went to the French Market, which is kind of like a big flea market. It had a bunch of like jewelry and stuff, and so I was looking at all of that, and it was super expensive, otherwise I would have bought some. And we also went to this coffee shop called Dumont, like Cafe Dumont or something like that, which I know I'm not saying right. It's French because New Orleans was like colonized by the French. And I got a mocha coffee, and their espresso was actually pretty good. It was tolerable. I don't like espresso. Like I think New Orleans is like known for their coffee or something. It's like one of the best coffees I've ever had because it's like tolerable. Like when I get like a latte at Starbucks, nope, way too bitter. I can't taste any of like the flavors if it's a flavored latte. With this coffee I could. And then we got beignets, which are French donut covered in powdered sugar. They were so good. I don't think I got pictures of those. I wish I had now that I think about it. And I'm not sure what day this was, but we also went to this diner, the Parish Diner, and we went there twice. I got 2 breakfast foods. One, I got a French toast stack with like fruit and Cool Whip and I think like white chocolate like syrup or something on it. It was so good. And the next time I got pancakes that had like Nutella and like chocolate syrup and white chocolate syrup and I think like some fruit or something. That was amazing. I'll put pictures in the end as well of those because I definitely got pictures of those. They were so good. But back to the flea market. This is all over the place, sorry. But back to the flea market. We saw like a bunch of jewelry. There were a lot of people who had rings, and there was one guy who was making like name bracelets, and he had one that said Cassidy, but I didn't get it. Mostly because I think they were like $20 and I knew I would never wear it. Like I wanted some of the jewelry, but I didn't get it because I knew I would never wear it. And then they had like a crepe place, like for crepes, and I like wanted one so bad. I go, hey, like, can we go there? Can we go there? Everyone was like, no. And then afterwards, like one of the person was like, well, you should have asked us if you wanted to go. And I go, I did. And he goes, no, you didn't. I was so mad. I love crepes. I need to make some. If I make some, then I'll eventually get better at it, and then I can just have crepes for breakfast every morning, or for lunch, or whatever, because they're so good. That's an idea. We can do a crepe baking video, Lee, at my house, because I want to do more baking videos. And so after the flea market, we just kind of wandered around, and we went to a candy shop where I got saltwater taffy, and I also got ice cream at this one place, and it was like $7 or $8 for like a shake. Super overpriced, but I only spent $60 at the French Quarter. That's pretty good. We also went to this toy shop because my friend wanted to go there. And I saw like this wooden dragon puzzle where it's like 3D. You put it together. I wanted it so bad, but I think it was like $60 or something. And so then after that, I think we got dinner. Where did we end up getting dinner? Oh, I think we got dinner at Popeyes because every like restaurant we tried to find was closed. Like it was like 5, I think, and they were all closed. So we ended up going to Popeyes, and then the people I was with were like, wait, you don't like chicken. What are you gonna eat? Do we need to go someplace else? And I was so hungry. I was like, no, I'm just eating sides. I don't care at this point. Honestly, like the sides worked. And then someone gave me like half of a biscuit. Popeye's biscuits are really good. And I think that's about it of like the memorable stuff that happened at the trip. But now I'm going to put some some of the pictures. So I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe and all of that stuff we usually say at the end.